I feel so weird making a video like this about the end times, but I'm following my gut. Back in 2021, a number of people were asking if I thought the COVID vaccine was the mark of the beast in Revelation 13. There were many reasons that I said no, but one of the primary ones is that it lacked the blasphemy component that is so prominent in Revelation 13. Then 2 months ago, on a YouTube video that I did that I called LGBT and the Antichrist, I proposed that the LGBT agenda was bringing about a great decline in Christianity, and it fit many elements of the Antichrist in Revelation 13, though there is still someone to come. I'll put a link to that in the video below. What I said was that LGBT was responsible for an increasing amount of Christian persecution in the U.S. and around the world. It's a relentless attack that now has the endorsement of government, finance, business, and education. And here's at least some of what I said in that video. I said that in Revelation 13, the Antichrist emerges from the sea, which represents the hordes of humanity and spiritual hostility to God. And out of this frothing sea, a figurehead emerges, who is also the icon of his cabal and confederation, which has world domination. One of the primary characteristics of this authority is blasphemy, an ideological, technological, and political religion standing in complete defiance of God. They taunt, revile, and oppress Christianity and Christians. This is LGBT. Evil is made to look good, and goodness is made to look evil. Even lies and bad ideas will be manipulated to sound true and virtuous, and we see this happening even now with transgenderism, drag shows, and the LGBT lifestyle. It's easy to fool people when they're already fooling themselves. Information will be used against us as Christians and used to control us. Look at the dangers of AI that we're hearing about right now. Humankind will have sold itself into stupidity, fear, oppression, and suffering. The whole world will be on a deceptive, evil loop, and without an ability to discern right from wrong, our world will become both wild and alienating. And we see this happening right now. Now, this figurehead, who also represents a system dominating the world, will have a religious affect. It will be put forth as unquestionable and enlightened truth. Anyone against it will be labeled a hater and a terrorist. People will honor the system with devotion. One can see how the current force of LGBT momentum fits this bill and can lead the way to a fuller expression and tyranny of this ideology and its leaders. Now, the beast of the earth at the end of Revelation 13 is a false prophet, religion turned apostate and supporting the work of the first beast. The great religions of the world will cave to LGBT theology, and therefore also subsequently the New World Order and the One World Government. LGBT ideology is working very hard right now to validate their position in the Bible. They distort the Bible to make it so that it is not condemning of homosexuality and transgenderism. So that's what I said a couple months ago. Then 2 weeks ago, while discussing on another video the sudden transgender trend mania, I argued that LGBT has now become the idolatry of the age. You worship at their shrine, or you are branded as a bigot and excluded from the public square. My thoughts went immediately to the Christianity blaspheming drag nuns that were honored by the Los Angeles Dodgers. Now, to continue these thoughts, last week Joe Biden had a large pride celebration on the South Lawn of the White House. inviting many LGBT and drag people to a gathering there, and at least one transgender person, a guy who now claims to be a woman, exposed himself there, flashing the guests with his fake breasts. What came to my mind is, Joe Biden is the new Caligula, the short-term Roman emperor known for extravagance, unconstrained personal power, sexual perversion, and insanity. From there, my mind went immediately to Revelation 17 and the whore of Babylon. It made me think that America is becoming, and now is, the modern representation of the Roman Empire, covered with blasphemy, holding a golden cup filled with abominable things and the filth of her adulteries. She is the whore of Babylon, and LGBT is her lover. Pride is the pregnant mother, and trans is the new religion. And the public schools have become her church. Mel Gibson is just now releasing a 4-video documentary series on child sex trafficking in the world. What occurred to me again is that America has become the Roman Empire, pervasive moral corruption and demise, and particularly sexual decadence and deviance. And we know how Revelation 17 describes culture in terms of the Roman Empire. And Revelation 18:13 speaks of human beings sold as slaves. Just connect the dots. See, the whore of Babylon in Revelation 17 is clearly the city of Rome. But that's a symbol, symbolizing a dominant world system involving the prostitution of all that is right and noble for the ends of global power, moral decadence, and wealth for the elite. And that's what we're seeing. The sum total of pagan culture, social, intellectual, religious, and commercial, that opposes and oppresses the people of God. It is sin, carnality, lust, and greed. And it is America, LGBT, the Roman Catholic Church, and the one world government we see developing now. The many waters are the governments and nations of the earth. Nations, banks, and businesses have to conform to the adulteries of CRT, DEI, climate tyrannies, and LGBT to thrive. Those who don't are cut off. It is America, the scarlet beast, who is forcing them to fornicate. The 7 heads and 10 horns of Revelation 17 is an image of complete power and domination, which we are seeing. And if America was to fall, Revelation 18 sounds just like it. Read it and tell me what you think. Now, just to make sure, I feel so out of place for saying all this stuff, as if I'm some sort of end times wacko who sees the apocalypse in every news article, but that's not me. I don't want to be another Hal Lindsey who makes lists of predictions that never come true, and yet these thoughts keep coming to me, and they keep fitting together. So I'm curious what you think. Talk to me in the comments below, and I'll talk back to you.